Welcome back. This is Street Candy again. It's your boy Mike Giles, MG_Street Candy, K spelled with a K. On Instagram if you want to check me out. So anyway, if you're following this channel, I bought this car probably about maybe I think it's July 7th, 2020. So I kind of wanted to do a little video on kind of what I thought of the C5 versus when I had a C4 for like 5 years. Just a comparison video, what I think about even owning this car for about 5 years, things I've experienced, mods that I've done, just about how far I've come with the vehicle in the 5 years that I've owned. There's been a lot going on with the pandemic, me working a lot, just adding on to the car as I could. Tasteful mods, some you'll be able to see, some you probably won't be able to see, so I'll point them out. So here we go, let's get into it. So here we go. This is my 1999 fixed roof coupe. That's a FRC fixed roof coupe. So like I said, I acquired this car in Virginia Beach. You follow the story. Got it from Virginia Beach. Me and the owner had a little sticky situation with the title. Got that worked out. Anyway, owned the car for about a year. Came with the CCWs, and I'm satisfied with them for now. I want to widen them if I choose to wide body the car. So let's go over some of the mods that I have done with the car thus far. So when I got it, the paint didn't look anywhere near this good as it shows up on camera. There was a lot of places that looked like this car sat outside, even though I was told it was garage kept. It didn't come from this type of climate. Where we're in now in Virginia, this car was almost kind of out there, I guess, western, where it snows a little bit, out Tennessee way, maybe kind of out by the mountains. At least the guys I've been in contact with tell me that's the reputation of this car. So when I got it, the front bumper cover was scarred up. It was really bad. So when I got it, I had that repainted over, and I also had the sign removed. I just thought that was really tasteful. You see my opinions on what I think about Corvette, putting Corvette all over cars. It's the same opinion I have about Mustang and Shelby, putting Shelby all over the cars. If you know it, you know it. If you don't know it, you're not into it anyway. So had it removed. I only left the one on the front license plates cover, which I don't run a front license plate. I probably should, as many tickets as I've had being a young kid a long time ago, but nah, fuck it, whatever. So I did that. The brakes were almost down, so I did the power stop brakes all the way around. Haven't had a chance to paint the calipers at all. I got the paint at home, just haven't found time to do it. So I did that. This rear panel, as we go over the car, this was completely destroyed. A lot of fiberglass and clear was showing. So I had the sign removed. That was from right here. Had this whole thing repainted over. I should have painted this. I should have painted this whole thing, but I didn't have the money for that at the time, and I drive the car quite a bit hard when I do drive it. So I didn't really care if the back was scarred up, because I'm not the kind of person who want to drive a car and feel like when I'm driving it that I care if a rock hits it. The back part was already painted black. All those tips are not the same. This car has a Boiler S exhaust on it. Sounds really good. It's only hard. It's only really, really, really loud when you get on the car hard, which is what I want. I didn't want a lot of droning. I had Corsica on my last car. That was an older car, the older setup. I thought it sounded better. It sounded more raw, the Corsica did. But we'll see. I haven't tried a Corsica on here yet. Maybe I'll go to it, maybe I won't. So far, I'm satisfied with what I have. I just went to a different kind of tip. These are some, yeah, Honda stuff. Scrape second gear. Whatever. Anyway, so like I said, the exhaust part, I just end up doing some little, thanks motorcycle guy, since some little mufflers from Amazon or whatever, put those on there. The first shop I had do them did a horrible job. I won't name the shop, but did a horrible job. I had to go back and get them repositioned so they would hide under the car a little more. I just wanted something that gave the car a little more girth, a little more aggressiveness in the back, depending on the angle you're looking from. I thought it looked nice. I had them angled up a little bit, not touching the paint or anything like that, but it turned out all right. It turned out all right. I mean, I got less than 200 bucks invested in it, so not very much. So in doing that, the other big thing that I'm really big on is doing the track spec vents. I did the track spec vents. They turned out good. I didn't do the one in the center. I don't really like the one in the center too much. I thought about doing it. If I choose to ever do something with the center, I would probably just replace the whole entire hood. If you follow C5s, you know who Danny Pop is or something. He's one of the first people who had the hood that I probably like. Black Dog Speed Shop was the one that was doing the molds. They're not making the molds anymore with the centerpiece cut out on the all carbon fiber hood. That hood is probably the best hood I've ever seen on a C5, although I'm not sure if they're even going to continue to make it. I heard they're selling it. So I may be stuck with this one for a while, just until whatever. So I'm a big fan of F40 Ferraris, Pratt & Miller Corvette program. So I kind of just want to do the two ones on the side. Although these little rivets that you see right here, I didn't use the stainless steel ones that they sent in. I went to Fastenal and got my own kind of bolts. Worked out good until car got rained on a couple times. I left it outside at a cookout, and I had to go back and repaint these. Like I say, once again, I'm not a person that cares about perfectness as long as the car looks really good. I do plan on making the car to be a just like autocross and like road racing novice, on a novice level. So I don't care if the car gets scarred up here and there. It's not perfect. I didn't want a perfect car. I just wanted a car that was not a 10-footer, don't get me wrong, but on a 10 being perfect, my car's like a 7. I can say a 7. It's all right. It could look better, but it'll be a 7. So as we go around to the car, let's look at some more things. I chose to do away with the factory steering wheel. So the factory steering wheel I got rid of eventually. I had an old horn button. Actually, I had about 3 or 4 horn buttons in a bag because how many times I've changed steering wheels throughout my life. This steering wheel was made by Driven. So Driven, these steering wheels have become popular on the Optima series. So I basically did the Driven steering wheel, had that sent to me with an NRG hub. If you have a C5 and you are going to do a steering wheel, let me tell you something. Don't waste your time on getting the half hub spacer or whatever NRG sends to you. You can get it and just rock a 2.5 inch hub spacer, like extender. Let me see if I can get it on camera. Maybe you can kind of see mine's in between here. That's like 2.5, and then I have the other little spacer here, so that's like 2.5. Or you can just say screw it, I'll just get a 3 inch, and that'll be cool. If I would have did a 3 inch from the get-go, I probably would have had half the issues that I have or had. So I did that. I ordered a 2.5 from Amazon and just put it in. It wasn't a big deal. I am fighting a airbag light situation. I ended up getting also from Amazon a 2-ohm resistor, which I put in several different ways and the light never went out. So I'm still fighting that, just to be honest. I pretty much don't care. I drive the car, so I know I don't have an airbag, so I don't care if it's there or not. It doesn't bother me. I don't look down enough. I'm always looking out. I don't look down to see what's going on with the airbag. Just sorry, I just really don't care about that. I may try to fix it eventually. I mean, that's not on top of my list. So I took the bag out and I did the bag, and I did a Delrin shift knob. I forgot the company ordered Delrin shift knob. And I did the bag, took the bag out, and the plastic bezel that goes inside of this bag, the plastic one that goes inside of it, on most C4s they break. I mean, C4s and C5s, they particularly break. So I had to tape and glue mine back together because the odds of you finding one that's down in here that's in perfect condition is slim to none. They don't even make them anymore. So good luck with that if you do find one in a C5 that's together. The car's 20-some years old and been banged around quite a bit. I doubt if you found one. So just tape those back together, put it together, nobody ever see it. Big deal. What else did I do this thing? So far as shifting with this car, the C5 it shifts all right. This is a Hurst shifter in here, came with the car. I had a core shifter inside my C4 and I felt my C4 shifted better. It was certainly smoother. Partially being the C4 transmission from 1992 through 1996 is a BMW transmission, a ZF6. This is a Tremec that's in this car, the 6-speed. So anyway, this transmission eventually went out when I first got the car, so I had another one put in from a Z06, from a 2003 Z06 from the company LC Parts. I think it's called Lee C Parts. I think it's Lee, L-E-E, then C, then Parts. They're in Maryland. Decent people. They shipped it to me on a pallet. it was pretty decent for the transmission I got. I haven't had any serious issues out of it since I've gotten the car or anything. So that was kind of the only big problem that I ran into since I've gotten it. Other than that, not a whole lot. I'm kind of debating on whether I'm going to be doing either Corbeau seats, or am I going to spend the money in possibly buying Van Steel or Fortune Auto. They're around the same price, Van Steel being the top model ones, but Van Steel is in Clearwater, Florida, Tampa area, and every time I have a problem, or if I have a problem with my suspension, not to say that I ever did have a problem with Van Steel, because I've never have had a problem with Van Steel, that would probably mean I would have to send my stuff back. If I deal with Fortune Auto, they're in Powhatan, which is like an hour from me, I can just drive out there and get something off the shelf and it won't be a big deal. And they service my stuff. They haven't done any Corvette research testing like Van Steel, or have their car on the track like Van Steel actually does. So I may just do the coilovers, and every single piece after that on the suspension may be Van Steel. It's just I may only deal with the coilover portion of it, only because they are local. So as I got the car, the front bumper part that's under the car, because these cars are bottom fed as far as intake is concerned, like getting air under the car. They are actually people that know me from my job. Over here waving at me. Anyway, that piece was ripped from under the car, so I went to Lowe's and kind of got parts to put that back together. Some of the lights and everything on the car did not work, so I had to put those back in. And in doing so, you have to, just to replace this light here, you have to take this whole assembly loose to do that. So that was fun, just to get to this one light. It's hell if you want to try to reach through here, if your hand's small or big enough, your fingers are small enough and you want to risk it. You can go through here. It's a little rough getting this little accordion thing. I don't know if you guys can see it, that little accordion little thing. That's a little duct that goes to the brakes. If you can wiggle that out, yep, go ahead and do it. If not, use your mechanical ability and just take the light apart and go through there. It's more tedious, but you'll get it done and you won't scar your arm up, and it'll just probably behoove you just to do it that way. Trust me. Just trust me, man. Just take the long way sometimes. Sometimes in life it ain't no shortcuts. So this has kind of been the overview of this car. I would like to do a review on the steering wheel a little more, go into depth a little more on that. I may do it on a separate video, but this is just a little small video I kind of wanted to do about what I did with the car and where the year's been since I've had it. My C4, I do miss that car a lot more than what I should miss it. So this car it brakes better, it accelerates faster. This car is faster. My C4 handled way more because it handled way better because I had so much Van Steel and sway bars on front and back, and just braces and roll bars. That car was dialed, and it was wide bodied in the back and everything. It was certainly nice. I miss it a lot more. I know where the guy is that has it. I wish I had more room at my house. I will probably go back and attempt to buy it back from him and just own them both. But no, it's been great so far. This car is really good. I see why people go with them. The only headache I really wish they wouldn't have done was put the transmission in the back. It makes it very costly whenever you decide that you want to do something with the transmission, or you want to do a clutch job or something like that, or get someone to attempt to do a clutch job. It becomes very expensive. Other than that, it's been a great car. In the 90s, I really see where they were going with this stuff. You find one, you're able to buy one, I would highly suggest you get one, especially if it's a FRC. They made those 99 and 2000. Everything 2002 through 2004 is a Z06, and they're going to cost you a lot more money, but all the stuff is going up as they tend to phase out some of this stuff and go to mostly electric. So with that being said, thank you for viewing the car. I'll continue to do more with it in the length of time that I own it. I don't know how long I'll own it. I don't know. I own cars 4 or 5 years and I get rid of them or something. But we'll see. I got kids going to college now, so I can't afford to play with toys as much as I used to play with toys. So thank you very much. I really appreciate it. Thanks for following the channel. Like, comment, subscribe. Tell me what you would like to see. I will not be doing any crazy ass videos getting chased by cops and doing burnouts and stupid shit that people do. So thank you. Appreciate it. Have a good day. Bye.